part 1, I covered all the influence Saint Seiya could have had on the big name battle manga, and I stopped before the Poseidon arc. In this video, I will cover the remainder of the manga, starting with Poseidon. Siren has a flute that hurts opponents with its music, similar to Tsuyuya. When the bronze cloths are destroyed, all the gold saints pitch in their blood to restore them. This is similar to the Fullbring arc, where the captains pitch in their energy to restore Ichigo's Shinigami powers. The repaired cloths giving them new powers in the form of a gold boost is similar to Ichigo and Renji's repairs giving them new Shikai and Bankai in the Quincy arc. In this arc, Athena willingly sacrificed herself as a hostage to protect mankind. In the Hueco Mundo arc, Orihime willingly became a hostage to protect her friends. Both are built around the heroes invading the enemy base and beating an enemy group to save the girl. The Golds and Shinigami are initially prevented from helping, but in Bleach, they eventually do. Seiya is also likely the origin of the limited elite squad. There are 12 Gold Saint positions, and a Pope. These positions are set in stone, but who holds them rotates over centuries. For Poseidon, there are 7 Mariner Generals, with presumably similar rules. In Bleach, there are 13 squads with similar rotation rules. The Arrancars also have Espada with 10 positions. Black Clover and Demon Slayer do this too. In Saint Seiya and Bleach, a small group of heroes go to a new location to fight enemies to save a girl. In both Sanctuary and Poseidon, Ikki isn't in the beginning of the arc, but he shows up when his allies need him. Hiei, the most similar character to Ikki in Yu Yu Hakusho, did the same thing in Chapter Black. The captains showing up in Hueco Mundo is similar. They were initially held back from going, but then they did. In the Poseidon fight, when the 3 Bronze Saints are wearing gold cloths, they all shout commands very similar to Shikai release commands. Poseidon is too strong to be defeated, so he has to be sealed by a MacGuffin, like he was in the past. That is similar to Kaguya. Athena's urn being his kryptonite is similar to the Still Silver being Yuha's kryptonite. In the Hades arc, previously dead enemies are revived to fight. Naruto, Black Clover, and JJK do that to varying degrees. Naruto revives enemies killed in the story. All of them revive long dead characters. In Seiya, former saints come back as specters. This is similar to Kaname, a Shinigami becoming an Arrancar. Old characters with rich histories fight. Seiya had Doko vs Shion. Naruto had Hashirama vs Madara. Bleach had Yamamoto vs Yuha. The Hades arc initially takes focus off Seiya and his team, just like how the Quincy arc removes focus from Ichigo and his team. Powerful heroes die. Shaka and Seiya, Yamamoto and Unohana in Bleach. After the intro, where the heroes take a beating and suffer a great loss, they have to strike back and go to a new location to fight the new enemies. Thousand Year Blood War does this too. Spectres vs Quincy's. Hell vs Silburn. Between the intro and the middle, the heroes get repaired, upgraded weapons. The saints have their cloths mixed with Athena's blood, while Ichigo and Renji get new Zanpakuto release forms. 8th Sense is another universal power-up, but it just allows the saints to go to hell without dying. Shun gets chains that can cross dimensions. Kuwabara gets a sword that can cut through space. In Seiya, Shun looks just like Hades and has a mysterious connection to him. This is similar to Zangetsu looking just like Yuha, the main antagonist, and having a connection to him. A villain possessing the body of one of the main characters in the last arc is also seen in Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. Quote, "The same attack never works twice against a knight." Seiya, Ikki, Shiryu, and Hyoga all say this in this arc. I remember Goku saying it in Super. In Ikki vs Garuda, it's said that each time he goes down, he gets up stronger. This is similar to a Zenkai boost. One of the heroes tries to fight a villain in the middle of the arc and is beaten. Ichibei vs Yuha is like Ikki vs Hades. Towards the end of the arc, Seiya and his team get gold cloths, another upgrade. This might be where DBZ got the constantly upgrading transformations from. Saint Seiya ended a year before Goku turned Super Saiyan. In the final fight, Hades theorizes that Seiya is the reincarnation of someone who harmed him in the past. This is similar to Kaguya's final opponents being similar to the duo that sealed her in the past. They are reincarnations of people close to her. Hades is defeated with a MacGuffin, the Athena's cloth. Yuha was defeated with the Still Silver, and Kaguya with the Sun and Moon seals. In conclusion, Saint Seiya has a lot of influence on the battle genre. Many stories afterwards have similar tropes, intentionally or unintentionally. The biggest tropes that were passed down in these arcs were the limited elite squad, final bosses requiring a kryptonite to be defeated, heroes showing up fashionably late, leveling up transformations, and a war arc that revives dead characters.